Hello again, y'all. Mr. Constitution here, coming to you with another video. This one, I'm going to go back to something I haven't done in a while. A little rant from the road. Haven't put up one of these in a while, but I saw something the other day that I think is really worth talking about. This morning, actually, I watched Lauren Southern's newest video, where she basically does like a 3-hour tell-all of her experiences in the dissident right movement back in the mid 20-teens, along the likes, when she was really kind of making her name, along with the likes of Milo Yiannopoulos and Gavin McInnes, all these, if you remember, if you're old enough to remember when around the time President Trump was elected, there were these young, hip, cool conservatives, or right-leaning people, YouTube personalities, who had kind of made a name for themselves as being offensive, being in your face. Lauren Southern kind of made a name for herself, starting off with Rebel News. She had that kind of that brand of "it's okay to be white" kind of brand. She had, so in this video, she does she kind of tells her side of some things, and there's a lot of internet drama going on there, but that's not really what I want to talk about. I don't really know Lauren's work. I never really paid much attention to her, or really even Milo or any of those other people. But what really kind of stuck out to me is that the tendency on the right and left, really just the tendency of people to get wrapped up in personalities. This is just a fact of human nature. And it's really led to a lot of problems. And we saw it very clearly in Trump. Now, whatever you have to say about Trump, like him, hate him, whatever, I don't really care. He has a personality. He's very well outspoken. He has a magnetism and a charisma about him that draws people to him. And it definitely makes it easy for us to just get wrapped up in the personality and not really pay attention to the character, to what people are actually saying and doing. And it's a problem, because we tend to ignore the negative sides of people that we like because we like them, and we kind of blow up or exaggerate the good characteristics of them because we like them. And it's the reverse on the other side. If we don't like someone, we're very quick to exaggerate their negatives and downgrade their positives, downplay their positives. It's a fact of human nature. It's not really something that we can do. I do it. Everyone does it. We all have tendencies to, we all have our bias. We all have our blinders when it comes to these people. And that's why our system of government is set up the way it's set up. We have checks and balances to prevent personality from overriding things. It's made so that people, it's why we need each other. It's why we need the left and the right. Because we get so tunnel visioned on what we want and what we like about people on our side that we kind of get into this tribal us versus them attitude. But the truth is, both sides of the spectrum are necessary in a healthy society. You need people who want to change things, who see things that need improving and work to do it. You need people who push back and hold back and say, well, are we really does this really need to change? Are we going to be better off for this change, or should we leave things the way they are? Conservatives, progressives need each other. It's what keeps the balance. It's what keeps the system balanced. And it seems to me like in our nation, we are constantly moving further and further apart. Now, there's this big thing on the right that it's the left moving further left. And I don't really care about that. Maybe that's true, maybe that's not. The reality is, it seems pretty obvious that the spectrum is widening. The difference between the right and the left is growing, and that's where the problem is. It seems like we have been so focused on our own ideas and our own visions for what we want in the nation that we're not listening to each other. And I'm not saying we need to all get along. Obviously, the conflict is necessary. You need to struggle against each other to find the truth, to find the wisdom. That's why we have friends that we disagree with. That's why we have people who push our thinking. This is a good thing, and it seems like we often forget that we need other people. And I think we're seeing the results of this in our nation, in our political discourse, as more and more we hear language that excludes and pushes away people who don't agree with us. It's not good. Free speech is good. We need to be talking. We need different ideas. We need new ideas. We need to talk about everything and explain why and defend our positions and understand the other position. It's not just something, you need more than one perspective for a healthy society. And it seems to me, Republicans, the right definitely has this critique of the left that they all think the same, they all have their own thing, but they don't look and see there's a lot of the same thing on the right. And the vilification of the other is not good in our civil discourse. So we got to change that. Stop cutting people out of your life because they think differently than you. Stop cutting people out of your life because you don't like the choices that they're making. Stop cutting people out of your life because they don't like you, or because you have a disagreement, or because of all the things that it seems like we're encouraged to cut each other off for. Social media is terrible about this. The algorithms and the way things work, it feeds on outrage, and it's not good. It's not good. So if you're out there and you can think of someone who maybe you don't talk to anymore because of something they believe, or maybe they don't talk to you because of something you believe, maybe it's time to start mending some fences. If we're going to survive as a society, we've got to stop vilifying each other and start listening and living with each other. Of course, I'm just some dude on the internet, so who knows? So who cares what I think? Anyway, if you like this video and want to see more, please
smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, hit that notification bell if you want to see, so you get notified when I post new videos. Thanks again, and yeah, have a great day.